Bonjour les enfants, comment ça va? Ça va bien? Merci. That is what you have to say, right? I'm sure you've not forgotten. Okay, bienvenue sur Enfrenched, be Enfrenched. Je m'appelle Madame Wilhelmina Decker. Welcome to Enfrenched, be Enfrenched. My name is Madame Wilhelmina Decker. Did you miss me as much as I missed you? Or you've been watching the video, so you didn't miss me much. Is that it? Is that it? Is that it? Okay, so I'm back with more lessons. Listen, if this is the first time you are coming to this channel, tell mommy and daddy that, mommy and daddy, we need to watch all the other videos that Madam Wilma has made. Okay, so let's go into today's lesson. Today, we are going to look at how to introduce ourselves in French. How to talk about yourself in French. So, the first thing that we're going to look at is how to say, my name is. My name is in French is, je m'appelle. Je m'appelle. I want you to say it the same way as I say it. As I've been saying, we have to learn how to say it before we look at how it's written. Otherwise, the way you will say it, I will not be happy with it. So say it the way I say it, and then I'll show you how it's written. Je m'appelle. Very good. So if your name is Coucou, je m'appelle Coucou. If your name is Akosia, je m'appelle Akosia. If your name is Amina, je m'appelle Amina. If your name is Aram, je m'appelle Aram. Whatever your name is, you just say je m'appelle and add your name. It's that simple, okay? So je m'appelle Akosia, je m'appelle Coucou, je m'appelle Aram, je m'appelle Efia, je m'appelle and add your name. That is it. And that means my name is. Very good. Now, let's look at how to say I am a girl. A girl in French is une fille. Let's say it again. Une fille. Did you hear how I said it? Fille. I didn't say fille. Because the L is not pronounced. So now let's see how it's written. Yeah, but I in French sounds E, and then the L is not pronounced. So, je suis une fille. Say that again. Je suis une fille. It means I am a girl. If you're a boy in French is un garçon. Un garçon. Great. So we will say, je suis un garçon. Je suis un garçon. Très bien. If you're a boy, je suis un garçon. If you're a girl, je suis une fille. Great. Now we move to how to talk about your nationality, the country that you come from. If you're a Ghanaian, it's very simple. The boys say it differently from the girls, but it's still simple. So if you're a boy, you say, je suis Ghanéen. Je suis Ghanéen. Yeah, like that. Je suis Ghanéen. Je suis Ghanéen. Je suis means I am. That's why we said what? Je suis une fille. Je suis un garçon. Now we are saying what? Je suis Ghanéen. If you're a girl, je suis Ghanéenne. That one you did. Je suis Ghanéenne. Je suis Ghanéenne. So the boys own, your teeth mustn't come together at the end, the girls only comes together. Je suis Ghanéen for the boys. Je suis Ghanéenne for the girls. If you're Nigerian, je suis Nigérian. Je suis Nigérian for the boys. For the girls, je suis Nigériane. Je suis Nigériane. There's so many nationalities, I can say all of it, but let me use the ones of my students. Yeah, I'm being partial a bit. So let's take the third one. Je suis américain. If you are from America, je suis américain. Yes, if you're a boy. Je suis américain. If you're a girl, je suis américaine. Je suis américaine. So for the boys' one, we don't sound the last part. For the girls, we sound the last part. All right. Now, the next thing that we will look at is how to say where you live. If you live in Accra, j'habite Accra. J'habite Accra. Some also say j'habite à Accra. That's also correct. J'habite à Accra. If you live in Takoradi like me, Takoradi is a city in Ghana, in case you didn't know. Right? We have Sekondi and Takoradi. All right. So if you're in Takoradi, j'habite Takoradi, j'habite Takoradi, or j'habite à Takoradi. J'habite à Takoradi. If it's Sekondi, j'habite Sekondi. J'habite Sekondi, or j'habite à Sekondi. J'habite à Sekondi. If you live in Paris, j'habite à Paris. If you live in Paris, are you learning with me here? If you live in Lagos, j'habite Lagos. J'habite Lagos, or j'habite à Lagos. J'habite à Lagos. If you live in, let's say, London, j'habite Londres. J'habite Londres, or j'habite à Londres. J'habite à Londres. It's that simple. J'habite à or j'habite, and you add the city. That is it. It's perfect. Right. The next thing that we're going to look at is how to say I'm a pupil. Pupil is you're little and you're in school, right? Or I'm a student, right? So we will say je suis élève. Je suis élève. Very good. Je suis élève. Perfect. If you're a little bit older, let's say you're in JHS or SHS, you can say je suis étudiant. Je suis étudiant. That is student. Je suis étudiant. For the boys, now for the girls, you can guess already, right? Je suis étudiante. Je suis étudiante. Right, now let's talk about the school you attend. You would say, je fréquente, I attend, and then you add the name of the school. You don't have to change the name of the school to French, please. It's not, you didn't start the school. Don't change it to French. Keep it as it is. So if the school's name is Cassava and Plantain International School, we are keeping it like that, okay? So, je fréquente Cassava and Plantain International School. That would be Fufu International School. Je fréquente Cassava and Plantain International School. Je fréquente Achievers Success Hub. Je fréquente Achievers Success Hub. So je fréquente is all you need, and then you add it. Now, the last thing we'll look at is how to tell your age in French. I made this one last because it is not like what we are used to. All the things that we have said for I am are what? Je suis, je suis, je suis. But when the French are talking about their age, they don't use je suis. They say j'ai, which means I have. Yes, because the French people believe that they have their ages. They are not their ages. If you are 5 today, next year it will change, and then it will be what? 6. It will change again and again and again. So they have their ages. They are not their ages. Right. So you remember our lesson on numbers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. If you want to say I am 5 years old, you will say j'ai 5 ans. J'ai 5 ans. If you want to say I am 6 years old, j'ai 6 ans. J'ai 6 ans. 7 years, j'ai 7 ans. 8 years, j'ai 8 ans. So it's j'ai and the number, and you add un. I have, and the number, and the un, which is years. It's as simple as that. J'ai 5 ans. I have 5 years. But in English, we say what? I am 5 years. And that is why I made this the last one. I hope you've understood it. Now let me wrap it up. Let me take it from the beginning. To talk about your name, je m'appelle, plus your name. To talk about whether you're a boy or a girl, je suis, I am, plus un garçon if you're a boy, une fille if you're a girl. To talk about your nation, your country, your nationality, je suis plus the nationality. Je suis Ghanéen if you're a boy. Je suis Ghanéenne if you're a girl. Then all the other nationalities, you can look for them and fix it in there. Talking about where you live, j'habite and you add where you live. Or j'habite à and you add where you live. Right. And then if you want to say I'm a pupil, je suis élève. Je suis and then what? Élève. Or for students, je suis étudiant if you're a boy and je suis étudiante if you're a girl. And we ended with what? The school you attend. Je fréquente plus the name of your school. Je fréquente and then you add the name of the school. Je fréquente and then you add the name of the school. If you want to say I am 5 years old, you will say j'ai 5 ans. J'ai 5 ans. So it's j'ai and the number and you add un. I have and the number and the which is years. So I am going to do a summary with my own details and then you try it after me. So I'm taking mine. Je m'appelle Wilhelmina Dakwa. Je suis une fille. I'm a woman, so je suis une femme, but I'm teaching you, so let's follow that. Je suis une fille. Je suis Ghanéenne. J'habite Takoradi. Je suis élève. I'm not. I'm a professor, teacher, but I'm doing it for you, right? Je suis élève. Je fréquente Achievers Success Hub. J'ai 5 ans. And that is it for today's lesson. I'm sure you've learned a lot. You know how to try it. You have to write it down, write your own sentences, put your own information there, try it over and over and over again until you can say it in your sleep. That is all for today. Please remind your parents to subscribe because there are more and more lessons that we are bringing. And then those that you haven't watched yet, make sure to watch them. Merci et à la prochaine. Thank you and see you next time. Au revoir.